Ever wonder why you're either chasing love or running from it? Or why the closer someone gets, the harder it is to breathe? Or maybe you're stuck picking people who never truly show up. Here's something nobody tells you. It didn't start in your 20s. It started with your father. This isn't just about childhood. This is about your nervous system, your patterns, your heart. And today, we're going to unravel the script you've been unknowingly following. Welcome back to Look Within Yourself. This is episode 3 of our Father Wound series. In the last episode, we mapped out the 4 types of father wounds. Today we go deeper into your relationships, because the way you love, cling, avoid, or push people away isn't random. It's attachment. And attachment was shaped before you ever knew what that word meant. And for many of us, the father wound left fingerprints on that attachment style. Today, I'll walk you through what attachment styles are, how the father wound shapes them, and what you can do about it. Let's start simple. Attachment theory comes from psychologist John Bowlby. Back in the 50s and 60s, he studied babies and caregivers. He found that babies aren't just needy, they're wired for connection. The way a caregiver responds or doesn't respond to a child's emotional needs literally shapes the child's brain and nervous system. If a caregiver was warm, attuned, responsive, that child learned people are safe, I'm lovable, I can trust. But if the caregiver was distant, inconsistent, cold, or overwhelmed, that child learned people are unpredictable, or unavailable, or scary, or too much to handle. And here's the kicker. We carry those lessons into adulthood. They become the blueprint for how we relate to lovers, friends, even our own kids. Attachment is like emotional muscle memory. Modern psychology defines 4 main attachment styles: secure, anxious, avoidant, disorganized, or fearful avoidant. Let's break them down and see how a father wound can tie into each one. Securely attached adults are comfortable with closeness and independence. They trust others. They believe they're worthy of love. If a father was emotionally present, supportive, consistent, he helped wire secure attachment. They're the people who don't fear healthy love. They don't lose themselves in others. They don't panic when alone. But if you didn't get that experience, don't worry. Secure attachment is learnable, even later in life. Anxious attachment feels like hunger. It's wanting love so badly it hurts. It's texting and then obsessing when they don't text back. It's reading between every line, every silence. Often, it comes from fathers who were inconsistent. Sometimes loving, sometimes distant. Sometimes proud, sometimes critical. You never knew which version you'd get. That inconsistency taught, love can vanish without warning. I need to cling. I need to prove I'm worth staying for. Adults with anxious attachment may feel afraid of abandonment, easily jealous, craving reassurance, overanalyzing partners' moods. Now flip it. Avoidant attachment says, love, too risky, vulnerability, dangerous. This often develops when a father was emotionally unavailable or critical of emotions. Maybe you learned early, stop crying. Man up, you're too sensitive. So the child shuts down feelings, grows up self-reliant, builds walls. Adults with avoidant attachment may feel trapped when someone gets close, pull away after intimacy, downplay their own needs, struggle to comfort others emotionally. Disorganized attachment is the hardest. It's wanting love and fearing it at the same time. Imagine standing at the door of connection, but paralyzed, half reaching out, half bracing for hurt. This often comes from fathers who were scary, abusive, or unpredictable. A father who was both source of comfort and fear. The nervous system wires both. I need you. I'm terrified of you. As adults, this may show up as Extreme push-pull in relationships, trust issues, explosive fights, then desperate makeups, feeling unsafe in closeness and distance. See, the father wound isn't just about what he did. It's about what we had to learn to survive him. A distant father didn't just teach distance. A critical father didn't just teach criticism. They rewired our blueprint for connection itself. If love felt conditional, we chase perfection. If love felt absent, we cling. If love felt dangerous, we run. And the wild part, these patterns feel normal to us, until they don't, until a relationship cracks us open. Ever notice the same arguments happening over and over? Ever sabotage a relationship just as it gets good? Ever lose interest the moment someone loves you back? Attachment styles don't just affect dating, they affect how we fight, how we ask for help, how we trust, how we forgive. The father wound sneaks in here. I can't trust anyone. They'll leave me. I'm too much. I don't need anyone. And it's not because you're broken. It's because your nervous system thinks it's still in that childhood living room, still scanning dad's face, still wondering, am I safe? Am I loved? Am I enough? Yes. The brain's neuroplasticity, the ability to rewire, doesn't stop after childhood. But rewiring doesn't happen from willpower alone. It happens through safe relationships, consistent repair, emotional awareness, and self-compassion. You can't logic your way into secure attachment. You experience your way there, through people who stay, through people who mirror emotions instead of dismissing them, through tiny moments of trust over and over. And if you never had that person, you can start being that person to yourself. You can practice naming emotions instead of numbing, sitting with discomfort instead of fleeing, asking for help even when it feels scary, letting love feel boring instead of chaotic. The attachment style you learned isn't the attachment style you're doomed to repeat. You didn't choose the blueprint, but you get to choose whether you keep building from it. In the next episode, we'll explore practical ways to start rewiring attachment wounds, tools that don't just live in theory, but in everyday life. Until then, notice the patterns. Stay gentle with the parts of you that learned to survive, and keep looking within.